Take a journey with us from Greenfield, Indiana to Kakuda, Japan, our sister city and home to memories that will last a lifetime. So why did we go? We traveled to represent Greenfield through the Sister Cities Exchange, deepen international friendships with Kakuda, and give students a meaningful, hands-on cultural experience. We landed in Tokyo with just enough time to shower, grab a bite to eat, and explore a few convenience stores, our first taste of daily life in Japan. Our journey to Kakuda was packed with exciting and enriching experiences. Here's a look at our itinerary before we explore each day. When we arrived in Kakuda, we visited the mayor's office, the assembly hall, and even the local police station. Then came one of our best moments, meeting our incredible host families. That evening, we celebrated 35 years of sisterhood between Greenfield and Kakuda with a welcome dinner. We introduced ourselves in Japanese, and Grant and his host, Junya, performed as the Kaka duo with a special musical number. Our first full day in Kakuda took us to Mount Zao. The weather was perfect, and we had a clear view of the Okama crater. Absolutely breathtaking. We visited the Miyagi-Zao Kokeshi Museum, where we painted our own traditional dolls. Later, we toured the Kakuda History Museum. Some of us even dressed up as samurais. We stopped at the local library and donated 13 books on behalf of the Friends of the Hancock County Library, one for each traveler. Friday brought us to Sakura Elementary and Kakuda Junior High. We enjoyed a Taiko drum performance, learned about favorite foods, played games, and even got a Kendo lesson from the assistant principal. After the school visits, we headed to the Cosmo House and climbed to the observatory for a panoramic view of the Kakuda. Then we toured JAXA, Japan's space agency, where we flew paper planes, launched water rockets, and more. That evening, the adults gathered for a special dinner to celebrate the trip and honor 35 years of sisterhood. That night, we also said goodbye to Grant, Susan, and Chuck. Spending the weekend with our host families gave us a chance to experience everyday life in Japan. Each of us made special memories, whether it was exploring a new place, trying new foods, or simply connecting through laughter and kindness. Here's a look at what we all did during our host family weekend. Our first weekend highlight is on Ohm. Ohm visited an aquarium in Sendai and explored a local temple with his host family, getting a fun mix of marine life and traditional culture. Timothy and Michael stayed with the same host family, so their weekend looks very similar. Timothy and Michael visited Fox Village, explored a castle in Shiroshi, and saw castle ruins in Sendai. They also stopped at the Sendai Eagles baseball field and wrapped up the weekend at the Aeon Mall. Evan visited the Takakoma Jinja Shrine and the Aeon Mall on Saturday. On Sunday, he explored Sendai, stopping at the Pokemon Center, enjoying sushi, and even visiting Matsumune's tomb. Chase's family knew just how to get his attention. As a soccer player for Greenfield Central, they treated him very well. Chase spent the weekend with his host family at a soccer game in Sendai, soaking in the excitement of Japanese sports culture. Daphne and Kaylee also shared the same host family. Daphne and Kaylee had an amazing weekend exploring the Sendai Zoo, trying new foods, visiting the Aeon Mall, and snapping pics in a photo booth. A highlight was dressing up in traditional yukatas. Andrew was one of the 3 adult chaperones for the trip to Kakuda. Andrew visited the Shiroshi Castle, attended a local community meeting with city officials, and ate at Japan's top-rated burger spot, Harry's Junction. He also went thrifting in Sendai and ended the weekend with an all-you-can-eat Japanese barbecue. Tamara is also an adult chaperone, and she spent the weekend relaxing in nature. She spent the weekend by the water, visiting the Gawa River and Torinoyumi Park in Watari to enjoy views of the ocean with her host family. Our last adult chaperone was Sherry. Here is the final weekend highlight. Sherry explored the rich history of the Miyagi Prefecture, touring Sendai on the local bus. She went to Sendai Castle ruins, to a museum, and more. This was made even better with the help of a translator. She wrapped up the weekend with a visit to the Shiraisi Castle. After our fun weekends, it was time for Monday, where we explored the scenic Matsushima Bay, toured the Shiogama Jinja Shrine, and visited the historic Zugani Temple, an amazing day filled with beauty and tradition. Tuesday brought us back to the schools, Kakuda Elementary and Kanazu Elementary. We played games, did origami, and even watched another Taiko drum performance. We also visited the Kakuda Sports Village and then toured Astemo Miyagi Plant No. 5, where we received a tour, an incredible welcome, and demonstration. Wednesday began with a visit to Kakuda Junior High. We played bingo, shared food favorites, and even got competitive in a game of musical chairs. At the high school, we toured the building and rotated through activities like traditional games, anime, writing our names in 2 Japanese styles, and origami. Later that day, we visited a roadside station memorializing the 2011 tsunami. We also saw the former Karanawaki Elementary School, where the water reached the 2nd story. The preserved classroom showed us the devastating impact of that day. It was a deeply moving experience. On Thursday, we visited the beautiful Marimori Mansion and the peaceful Nayagawa River. We ended the afternoon at a tea ceremony led by a tea master with over 60 years of experience. Graceful, calming, and truly unforgettable. Daphne and Chase were interviewed for the local newspaper, and as you can see, Kaylee's picture made it into the article. That night, we celebrated our farewell party, a mix of emotions as we looked back on an incredible week. On Friday, it was time for goodbyes. As Chase said, "Who's cutting onions?" It was a heartfelt end to our time in Kakuda. We boarded the bullet train for Tokyo, a new adventure ahead. Our first night in Tokyo took us to the famous Shibuya crossing, bustling and bright. We followed it with some shopping and a visit to the glowing Tokyo Tower. The next day, our group split up. One explored Tokyo with stops like the Pokemon Center, Sunshine City Mall, Sensoji Temple, and Ginza Shopping. The other group headed to Disneyland and Disney Sea. The day was already magical, but it got even better when Ken, one of our incredible translators, surprised the kids at the parks. They rode nearly everything and made memories to last a lifetime. To close, here are a few words from each traveler about their experience in Japan. As we wrapped up our journey, we each took time to reflect on what this experience meant to us. This trip gave us some unforgettable memories, lasting friendships, and a deeper understanding of the Japanese culture. Here's what each of us had to say about our time in Kakuda and Tokyo. We are so grateful to the City of Greenfield, the City of Kakuda, Sister Cities of Greenfield, Hitachi Astemo, and all the businesses and individuals whose support made this dream trip a reality. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.